when the final buzzer went off. No, obviously, challenged our guys at halftime. We should have been up by more than 10 points at the half. Let them back in to start that second quarter. Too many turnovers in that second quarter gave them life. Loved our defense throughout. But I have to say, my favorite moment of the night was pregame. There's a young girl named Gertie who I've gotten to know over the years. And as I came out in the court tonight, she asked me if I'd walk her out to take her shot. And I was touched that she'd even want me to do that. And to be out there and for her to, I knew we were going to win tonight when Gertie stepped up in front of all those people and she knocked down that shot. That was a special moment for me. And sometimes we all get wrapped up in wins and losses, but that is a human moment. And I love that little girl. She's special. But yeah, second half, we took care of business. We defended at a high level. We ran. We shared the ball. And a lot of guys got a chance to play tonight. And you couldn't ask for a better outcome going into a three-day break before our next home game.
She didn't make any of her shots in warm-up when she was warming up. She didn't make one.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, she's a pressure player then. That's what I have to say about Gertie. And she's special. And when she asked me to walk her out, I said, this girl's got to be so nervous. And then she took, did you guys see her? She took deep breath, got control over her emotions. And that is not easy to do. And she crushed it, man. So happy for her. But I didn't know she missed all of her practice shots. But she's a gamer.
Speaking of shots, the one Joker did before half, can you describe how hard those are and why he doesn't care one bit? He'll attempt them anytime.
I don't know if this still holds true, and maybe you guys know. Somebody told me a few weeks ago that if Nikola Jokic didn't shoot those desperation heaves, he was leading the league in three-point shooting. If you took all those out. And what you love about him is that he doesn't care, right? He's going to shoot the ball because he thinks they're all going in. And I asked him after the game, I said, when it left your hands, did you think it was going in? He says, actually, I did. Like the way it came out, and we all know this. We've gotten spoiled watching him, but the touch that he has, the shot-making ability that he has, is just incredible. And that put us up by 10 at the half. But yeah, Nikola continues to find ways to impress, which is really hard to do for a player with as many accomplishments as he has.
It felt like Peyton Watson, those back-to-back dunks kind of snapped everybody into it and got the crowd into it and the team as well. Did you feel that moment there with him?
Yeah, I was laughing because he gets a dunk and he lands hard. Like I was like, oh, is he okay? And he's kind of jogging back. Oh, I'm hurt. We get the steal, then he sprints. It's amazing how guys miraculously become healthy and they can sprint when, oh, we're on offense now. But Peyton I challenged him. I said, you're going to start tonight. I want you to guard Colin Sexton. I want you to be a guy that we can put on a matchup and try to make life hell for that player. And Peyton was our defensive player of the game tonight. I felt he did a really nice job for us. He's playing good basketball for us right now, and that's great to see because he's an important piece for this franchise, not just this year, but obviously moving forward.
More impressive, the 13 blocks or the 12 steals?
Both. I mean, obviously the defensive number is 35% from the field, 17% from three, but to have that kind of activity, I don't remember the last time the Nuggets had double-figure blocks and steals in a game. It hasn't happened very often. But, yeah, I think both of those stats, to your point, Scott, just spoke to the energy and activity that we were playing with.
There's a moment third quarter, I think second half, where Zeke hit the second free timeout. Looks like you kind of said something to him. We're happy for him. Just how important is he kind of going into these playoffs to get his confidence up, especially after the DMV against Milwaukee?
Yeah, I mean, let's be honest. I think if you go all the way back to the game in Charlotte, when we had some injuries, and Zeke was called upon, and he answered in resounding fashion, in my opinion. And obviously, when we're fully healthy, it's hard to play everybody. And really, what I was talking to Zeke about wasn't just him knocking down that shot. Is prior to that, he had a tremendous one-on-one defensive possession that forced a turnover, sitting down, guarding, and that's what we want from Zeke. When you're open, shoot the ball with confidence. But on that defensive end, we're going to switch with him quite a bit and sit down and guard and be a rim protector. And Zeke, another guy that had a nice impact for us tonight, 3 blocks and knocks down 2 threes to your point. So good game for Zeke Naji.
Coach, you've got 3 days off now before Minnesota. Most coaches would be really happy with the rest. We get to prepare. But the concern you at all? What's your level of concern?
Well, my level of concern isn't the rest days. My level of concern is Minnesota. I mean, they've beaten us 3 times this year. Game 1 was a game that we should have won in Minnesota, and the other 2 games haven't been close. So that is my concern with 7 games to go. Can we find a way to get the required rest that we all need, players, and then just find a way to compete and beat the T-Wolves? Because, I'm tired of losing to them. And we have to find a way to help our guys out so we can be more competitive and continue to find ways to protect our home court with 2 home games remaining on this 5-game homestand.
3 years ago when DJ got here, we asked him a lot of questions about his ability to play still, and he said, I'm not dead, and he's having a
He
really,
just plays dead sometimes.
he's having a really great season. What has it been for this team for him to be giving the contributions that he's given this season?
Well, what you have to give DJ so much credit for is that start the year he wasn't in the lineup, and then he was in the lineup, then he was out of the lineup. And, we've kind of gone backup 5 by committee this season. And what DJ gives us, he gives us rim protection. He gives us tremendous rebounding. He gives us a great screener. And as you saw in the first half when he and Russ connected, a guy that can still, at this late stage of his career, set screens and get on the rim and be a dynamic roller. And those are things that we don't have a lot of. So the rim protection, the dynamic roller, the rebounding are all terrific. On top of that, one thing that, as I always talk about when we speak of DeAndre, is his ability to be a leader and help all the young guys that we have on this roster. And you can never say enough good things about the leadership we have with 2 17-year vets in DeAndre and Russell Westbrook.
One more. You talk on your radio show every week on 92.5.
Does anybody listen to that show?
All the time. It's killer.
Me, you, and D-Mac listen to it.
Yeah,
All right.
or special people. When guys like, Spencer,
All right.
PJ Hall comes in late, you guys, the enthusiasm from guys that
Yeah.
are playing 30 minutes for guys that are going to be, they might be here for 2 days, they might be here for 1 day, whatever it is. It really, I just think it says something about your guys' chemistry. And I know these guys won't be able to play in the postseason, but
Yeah.
that's special about you guys.
No, I would agree with that, Scott. I think it's a great sentiment. We don't have selfish guys. We don't have me guys. We have we guys. And we always talk about family and being connected and rooting on somebody and being happy for their success. Get over yourself. It's not about you. It's about our team, the collective. And when you see a Hunter Tyson go in and knock down a shot, you see Trey Alexander go in there and get 5 points, PJ Hall gets a dunk, and you look down and you see everyone on our bench is up. They're supporting each other. They're happy for each other. And that's something I'm really happy that we have within our locker room, within our culture, is that we're all for the guy next to us, and that needs to continue.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks, everybody.
DeAndre and Peyton.
Magic numbers 4, by the way, for playoff spot.
Just the playoff spot?